Yo, what's poppin'? It's been a couple days, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been vlogging because I did get sick. And you know what I'm saying? I was self-quarantined. I was isolating myself. I was still in here working for a couple days after I was sick. But you know what I'm saying? It wasn't helping. So I did take a couple days to, you know what I'm saying, rest and recover. So thank God I've recovered. My family has recovered. Today's Monday. It's 4:20. We lit. And it's time to get back to work. I got a couple packages in here. I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got that. You know what I'm saying? Today we're gonna be doing all the wiring on the coupe. So yes sir, stay tuned. And all I can say is that I have a lot of content coming. We're gonna be doing a lot of work, a lot of shit. So yes sir, stay tuned. It's gonna be what we got in the mail today. We have 1/8. This is the flexible loom, so this is 1/8. Then we have here is a 1/4 inch loom. This is gonna be for like a little bit of the thicker size wiring, stuff for like a couple more wires. And then this big motherfucker here is a 1/2 inch, which this opens pretty big. So this is gonna be like for the engine harness, for the chassis harness, the stuff behind the dash, everything that has a lot of wires. That's gonna be ran through here. So then I went and picked up these. So these are cable ties, cable holders, whatever you want to call them. These are 1/4 inch. So these are going to be like for the headlights and all the little shit. The brake lines is going to hold this nice and neat. Then I got some 1/2 inch ones here for the bigger wiring. And then I got some self-tapping screws to hold these all nice and neat. And then these are zinc plated, so these will not rust out with water. They're weather resistant. So yes sir. I'm gonna show you guys a trick real quick, right? So originally on the left-hand drive dash, there's a bracket like this one, but it's on this side. So you have to drill it out because obviously, as you can see, it interferes with this, so it won't let the dash shit all the way back. So you drill it out, and then you get the one from the right-hand drive clip. And then what I have to do is I have to tack this on that side. Now is I'm gonna bolt it on to the dashboard. Now that the dashboard's in there, that's the bracket right here. It has a 12mm there and a 12mm right up here. So what I'm gonna do now is tighten these down and then mark it. Literally right there where you see that I drilled it out. I'm just gonna color that real quick and then pull it off, mark it, put it on there, and tack weld, and then have the dash back out. As you can see, this wiring is pretty neat, so I ain't gonna worry about this wiring. All that's pretty organized, how that runs how it's supposed to go. I am gonna put cable ties on this though to hold it nicer in place, obviously. But so I got my mark over there. I'm gonna tack weld that bracket, and I guess so the first thing you have to start doing is taking notes of what things you won't need. So like this, I'm not gonna use it. Basically what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm gonna cut all of this old all this loom, this plastic loom, and I'll just get rid of all this tape, all these old zip tie clips, all that. So I'm gonna start getting rid of all that, and you're gonna see bare wires. And then I'll show you guys how to de-pin the plugs and slide the loom over, put the heat shrink it, and then plug your the connector back into the wires. So I got those wires off, so I think that's for like the seat, but we don't like have back seats no more, so we're not gonna need that. So we just removed that from the wiring because that's just gonna be disconnected and there's no point. So I got rid of that. So basically, I don't know if you guys are probably not familiar with wiring, you're gonna see a mess here, but I know exactly what I'm doing, so I know exactly what plug and what wire goes where. So basically, these are grounds. There used to be a plug that was for the bottom of the seat, which I think is an airbag, so we don't need that either, so I got rid of that. So there used to be like the little ground wire was to here, and then there was a signal, but I got rid of the signal, and then I just clipped it from the ground. So I'm gonna leave this ground here, and then basically the wire is gonna run like this, and then the fuel pump is gonna go through right here, and then this is gonna be the fuel pump thing. So I have to de-pin all this and get rid of all these connectors so I can start sliding over the loom. But I just want to give you guys an idea. So this right here is the little beeping thing that goes on the door over there. So usually this runs across here and that way. So instead of just having different wires going everywhere, since there's already this just going to the fuel pump there, I decided to just leave it there and then bring this wire and put it across from here with these wires and just bring it that way. So it'll look a lot neater. All you're not gonna see is, like I said, is gonna be having a carpet, but it'll look a lot cleaner when next year if I decide to paint the floor or paint it. So, yep, get this connector right off the wires. This goes to the fuel pump. So basically the purpose of this is I'm gonna take all of these off and be able to slide all these rubbers off, these dirty old connectors. I'm gonna be throwing them in a little thing of simple green, cleaning all those connectors, so when it comes time to put them back on, they're gonna be all nice and clean. I don't know if you guys ever depinned the wire before, but for example, this is the one that goes here for the little signal on the door. This is what makes a little beeping sound when you open it. So it's pretty, honestly, this is common sense. You just gotta look at things and think about it, how it would work. So as you can see, this is like, has a cracked line so that you can tell that this, you can open this. So basically you just pry on it, pop it open. See, bow, right? And then you can just pull right out. That's all it is. I already know where I'm gonna be running my harness, so I know I already know where I want it. So what I'm gonna do now is, obviously you see that there's like T's and different ways where the harness runs. So basically what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna make it all into one piece, and then just to throw the loom on, and then we'll start dividing our routes. So basically just push at the end and it'll expand a little bit. You can slide your wires right through it. So just keep working your way there. Now that I'm here, now this is another end of the harness, so I'm gonna slide this over. This loom is gonna be cut, so you guys will get the idea of this. So basically, we open the loom right through. There goes the wire, and just keep working the loom. This is how far I am. So this is where the harness is now. That'll be there. Then we have this one here, and then here we'll just apply a little bit of heat. Do that now. Apply a little bit of heat with the lighter. So we got there. I'll hold up this one, and heat shrink this one right here. There we go. This is gonna be all the fuel pump. Then this is gonna be the connector that goes in the quarter. That divides there, and then this is gonna be where it plugs into the door. And then I still have to do the rest of the wiring, but once I have it all cable strapped down and everything's all done, I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. I got it out the other side, so now I know exactly what I'm gonna be working with here. Just this. So these are gonna stay separate for now, and then I'll put them in after, just because of the two simple wires that I'm really gonna worry about. So I'm gonna be wiring on these right now. Boom, I'm gonna clean that up, take all this off, and then depin this, and then get to looming it. All right, guys, so after a couple minutes, probably took me about 30 minutes just to remove this plug, because if you guys can see, all that grease was like inside that connector. Probably see it right there, filthy. So I sprayed it with brake cleaner and with pressurized air, and then yeah, I was able to take it out. So what I did was, I didn't have the tool for this, and that connector was a bitch, and I didn't want to mess it up. So what I did was I grabbed a pick and I grinded it down. So I made my own. So now I can slide that loom right over and then put those wires in there, and you're gonna see how this is gonna come out. At least this side, and the wires like all nice already. Mm-hmm. So this is fine. snug and loose. Oh, yeah, that's just so neat. You can see right there. Bitch will come out. Yeah, what? Is it tight? I should have bought some of the little zip ties.
Some of the what?
I should have bought little zip ties. That's like, I forgot. I don't think. Half the time you're not even gonna see these shits. These ain't that big anyways. Pass me that flyer, man.
This one?
Yeah. I'm already getting tired.
I know, baby. You look tired. I told you ever since I came. You've been here since the morning, babe.
I'm gonna finish the other one. Try to make that tomorrow. Nice one. See where it meets? Oh, it's just gonna disappear right on the top. Boom, look at that.
Boom.
Boom. Isn't it lit?
What does that do, babe? It just like shrinks the...
Yeah, it's heat shrink. Once you put heat, it's like rubber, so it just
melts.
it melts. Yeah.
Like together.
Mm-hmm. You can't put too much heat to where you burn it too. I used to burn this shit a lot. When I started doing this shit.
Yeah, when you were doing it with that, what is it, a torch, babe? That thing?
Yeah. Oh, with that shit's even hotter.
That's what I'm saying.
With that, it melts even easier.
It's a bit...
Oh, it's a tickle. Oh, coffee. Niggas gotta learn how to do this shit for free watching this video. That's funny. And then that ugly thing right there, look. Boom. Pass me the drum. Why the music shut off?
To be honest.
This is plugged right there. Back cable. No, we can stop recording. Alright guys, so I'm gonna close up this video. I'm gonna show you guys how it came out. It came out real good. So I'm gonna finish putting on the connectors tomorrow. My little plastic pieces I took off. So here's what it looks like. Comes on through here. And goes across the chassis. This is gonna be the e-brake. So there's the e-brake signal here. And it goes there. And that's gonna be the door signal there. And it goes up. And out through the side, out through the door. And then comes with this one here. Goes up to the door signal. Goes up through here, door signal. And we got this that goes up to that big gray plug right up there. Came out real good. And then we have this one that goes to the fuel pump. And our ground, I know you guys are gonna be like, where's the ground? Yeah, I can't see it, but it's back there. And yes, I did scrape all the paint that was under there, all the primer and all that, so that's gonna have good contact. So yes, sir. That's gonna be the floor harness so far. And what you guys think? And then obviously I ain't gonna worry too much about that because all the plastics are gonna be put on here. Carpet's gonna go here, so I just wanted to clean this up and make it look nice and neat. Get rid of some of the wires, like the ones that went under the cushions that we didn't need, and clean it up. But that's gonna wrap it up.